Hi, I'm going to tell you how to do the light trails project. These are the things you need. You need a pad of paper, a pen, a camera, of course, and if you're lucky, a tripod. And your camera can also be this type of camera. It could even be your phone. Fourth thing you're going to need is a light source. You know, your light source can be anything that makes light, like flashlight, or even your cell phone. I have an app on my cell phone that allows me to use a flashlight. So I could use my cell phone. I purchased online these things called finger lights. There's these little tiny LED lights that come in different colors. They're pretty inexpensive, and that's what I'll be using today. The first thing I need to do is find a dark place to take these pictures. So I found a place in my house that's dark. It's a storeroom in my basement. It has no windows and I can shut the doors and get it pretty dark. So what I've done is I put my camera on a tripod and I placed it in this place. So now what I'm going to do is set it so that it's about 5 feet away from where I'm going to be standing and drawing in light. Turn my camera on. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer. Now the timer is this little icon that looks like a clock. So I will click on set. I will click on that so I get this dialog box. And I'm going to set my timer to 10 seconds. So my timer is now set, so when I press the button I will be able to take my picture, get into place, and I have about 10 seconds to take my picture. I'm going to show you how to set your camera so that you can adjust the shutter speeds. On a digital SLR, you need to change the setting or the mode from automatic to shutter priority mode. It's called TV or S. So the letters TV or S stand for shutter priority mode. So I've got my camera on and I press the set button and I can see the shutter speed. The shutter speed is how fast the curtain opens in the back of the camera.
When I press the shutter release button, the mirror inside is going to lift up, the shutter inside is going to open and let light in.
So this is actually 1/14,000th of a second. It's so fast you can't even see it open and shut. So I'm going to be taking a picture at this speed. I'm going to take a picture 1/3200th of a second. The shutter will open for a longer period of time. 1/2500th of a second, the shutter will open even slower, all the way down to 1/1000th of a second, which is the shutters open even longer. 1/500th of a second, the shutters open even longer. 1/25th of a second, shutters open even longer, all the way down to 1/15th of a second, 1/10th, 1/8, 1/4. After 1/4 of a second, which is open pretty long, the camera shows me this thing that looks like 0 inches, 0.3 inches, but it's not. It actually has to do with a 0.3, a fraction, 1/3 of a second. And it goes to 1/4 of a second, 1/5, 1/6, 1/8, 1 second. It's not 1 inch, 1 second. All the way up to 2 seconds, 6 seconds, 15, 20, 25, 30. This camera goes all the way up to 30 seconds. That means that the shutter, that curtain, stays open for 30 seconds while I take the picture. So I'm going to set my camera to get started. I'm going to go all the way to the top to 1/14,000th of a second. And I am going to get my camera in place. I'm going to get my finger lights. I'm going to focus the camera about where I'm going to stand. And I am going to shut off the lights.
Before I began to take pictures, I listed all the shutter speeds on a piece of paper.
And I have my camera set on a timer. Wake up, little camera. I press the timer. I'm going to grab a finger light and turn it on. I have 10 seconds to get ready. I'm going to draw on the light. I'm going to go in a circular motion. The camera just took the picture. I'm going to repeat the same motion each time. So what I'm going to do is set my camera now to 1/3200th of a second. Press the shutter, grab my finger light, draw on the same method as before, take the picture. Again, I'm going to make my shutter speed a little bit lower, press the timer, take my finger light, draw in the same direction as before. I'm trying to keep the speed and the motion consistent.
I'm going to repeat this process all the way up to 30 seconds. I will be taking many, many pictures of light. 1 picture per shutter speed.
You don't have to go in a circular motion. You can go up and down or right and left, but keep whatever motion you make consistent. Going down to all the way up to 30 seconds. Now 30 seconds is pretty cool. That shutter is going to be open for a very, very long time. So I keep doing my motion until the shutter closes. So right now the shutter is still open, and it's going to remain open for 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm getting a little bored here. I've got plenty of time, so I might do some other things. And try some different finger lights. Turn off that white one. I have 30 seconds, for goodness sake. Take my time, drawing in the air. All right, well, let's see what I've got. I'm going to zoom in and press play on my camera and see what the heck. Oh, look at that. So that was at 30 seconds.